Anything Goes podcast, man. It's your boy Sean Peoples. Hey, people, if you like what we have going on, you like the movement, like the vibes, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you can keep up with all the information that we got going on. Yo, I'm here with my brother, Mr. Razor. I'm here with Lola. Uh, what's going on with you, Lola? How everything going?
Today is a good day. It's always a good day,
I see you
actually.
did a wardrobe change, and Mr. Razor decided to follow you and do a raw. I got makeup artists over there and stuff as well. Wardrobe
We on the
change.
same page. We here.
Yeah.
after everybody was wearing black, I'm like, gotta switch it up today.
But anyway, uh, I do. I guess is a tribute to DMX. Talk about the life of Earl Simmons, DMX. You know, just remember. Say a couple things before I let y'all in. I just remember hearing DMX for the first time and hearing that gritty voice and hearing the name, what his name stand for, and being around church people, and they was all criticizing him. What? Why is his name Dark Man X? He's the devil worshiper and all type of things like that. And I guess they didn't really understand. At the time, I didn't understand either because I was young. This is my childhood. I didn't understand that, he was coming from a dark place. That's why he was calling himself Dark Man X. He'd been through so much stuff in his life. And I ended up meeting him 3 times in my life, 2 times in Virginia, 1 time in New York. And I ended up meeting him. And he was a cool dude. He didn't act like a diva. He didn't act like he was a star. He was just so cool and rational, and he wanted to know all the hangout spots, all the places that you should go and chill, where the girls at, where he can go that ain't a bunch of people gonna be at to be. He just wanted to chill, and I remember that mostly about him, you know, and I remember his music being so impactful to me that up until this day, I got songs. I got his album. I got the first 2 albums playing in my car. Well, I got 4 of his albums, but I could tell you off the bat the first 2 albums that's playing in my car. You know, it's Dark and Hell is Hot, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. I remember when those 2 came out throughout the year. I remember they came out in 1 year together, and he was like the first rapper to ever do anything like that, and it was monumental because he wasn't he wasn't the little pretty boy rapper. He was the street guy that everybody, ladies, everybody was onto. The dudes like him, the ladies like him. So what do you remember about X, Lola?
I used to be in love with DMX. Like I remember somebody had posted on Facebook uh, a couple days ago about in 5th grade for Halloween, I dressed up as DMX girlfriend, whoever that would have been at the time, or if it was his
Wife
wife or whatever.
or one of the
But
other baby mamas?
that's that's what I was for Halloween one year. Like my cousins used to be like, "Why are you listening to that?" I'm like, "I love him," and they're like, "No, that's too raw. No, they ain't want to hear that." But me, I was in it. Like this was my life when it wasn't. But
X was just
It's it.
synonymous with that growly
yes,
voice, that man.
Uh,
DMX was a
hmm,
man's man.
yeah,
He was a dude with flaws, and I remember listening to Slippin' and not really knowing what it means. I was so young listening to Slippin' and not really realizing what it means. And when you listen to Slippin' now, man was telling
hmm,
us about his drug problem. He was telling us
right,
yeah.
about how his drugs was keeping him back from being the big artist that he wanted to be. And he
hmm,
kind of fell off for a minute and he had to put himself back together. And I think that, you know, a lot of people, a lot of these rap artists aren't real. We got the real
right,
DMX. We got the dude that you felt like that what was singing those songs. When I met
hmm,
him, that was the dude that I met. I met the gritty, grimy dude. There was no security with this dude.
yeah,
The dude was there by himself. Yeah, he had a dude. I remember the first time when I met him, he had a somebody drop him off, you know, and then to where I saw him. And he was walking by himself till I didn't even realize it was him because I was like, that can't be DMX walking out here by
yes,
himself. No
no way.
security, no nothing, just walking, you know. And you know,
Mm-hmm.
what you remember about X, Razor?
Well, let me tell you about X-Men. Coming from Jamaica, you know, and I moved it. I lived in Brooklyn, so I seen the effect of X. I can't speak about anywhere else in the US or in the world, but I know for me, it was a movement when I was in high school. X was a movement. He took over. At one point, I remember it was like people were saying it was him and Jay-Z who was the best rapper. That there was going back and forth about, people saying, yo, X is better. People saying, yo, it's Jay-Z was better. People saying, yo, it's X is better. You know what I'm saying? So, I've seen that effect of X, man, and it's a whole movement. Just people in the street, the Rough Riders, the bike, it
Mm-hmm.
it was it was it was more than music.
Definitely,
It was
that
more
movement
than
was
music.
real.
You have you have singers and artists that come out and they make songs and they're just they're here and then 1 minute they're gone. X is, you're always going to remember X. You're always going to remember the movement, what he brought to the table. Everything is no denying it. And like you said, that voice, that grittiness, that roughness, that you know is undeniable. He's going, you're gonna feel him whether you like him or not. You're gonna feel him. You're gonna love what he brings to the table. Like you said, I could go and listen to some of X's songs right now, and I'll feel like it was like I'm listening to the for the first time back in the day. I could remember, people in the street with the bikes, the Rough Rider movement, people, like I said, it's once in a lifetime thing that he brought to the table.
Yeah,
And
X came at a time when things was different, man. I think.
yeah,
Uh, see, I had the opportunity to see X from the north, from the New York point of view, and I had the opportunity to see X from the south point of view because I was in both places. So
Mm-hmm.
I had basically, I always tell my friends I had the best of both worlds. So I had the opportunity to see the movement that he had in New York, and I had the opportunity to see the movement that he had down south. So it it was just as impactful in New York
Mm-hmm.
as it was down south. In fact, it
Yeah.
might even have been bigger because when you had people faking like they were Rough Riders in the South. You had dudes was putting their bikes on,
yeah,
starting their own Rough Rider stuff. Like
yeah,
used to go to Myrtle Beach and see
Yep.
guys show up at Myrtle Beach. I remember I seen DMX 4 times then. Well, I actually didn't meet him in Myrtle Beach. I saw him in Myrtle Beach when we went to a bikers weekend. I'm telling you, DMX had the world on smash when it comes to the hip hop culture.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, when they said, X was here, everybody left from up here and the whole crowd went down there to see DMX.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I think that was the actual first time I actually saw him. And I think I forgot about that. That while DMX rapping, you think that he's like 9'9". And then when I seen DMX, I'm like, yo, DMX smaller than me, and I'm a kid. You know, you know, I'm barely a grown, I'm barely a grown man at that time, and he was a little dude. So I'm like, yo, so that
Big
bark
spirit.
and that growl made you think that
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
X was
yeah,
giant, but but literally he was a giant in our culture,
Mm-hmm.
in our mind, you know. And I just want to say rest in peace to Earl Simmons, man. I just have a lot of respect for that guy. I feel
Yeah.
like, you know, I heard I think it was Charlemagne that said that DMX when you said man, people were struggling and you're not glad that they died, but you say at least he's not struggling anymore. He was like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, he knew in DMX for a while and the conversations that he used to have with him, he was like, yo, he can really say that, yo, DMX is not
Yes.
struggling anymore. DMX,
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he got a
And he
chance.
was so transparent about it all. Like, I think that's what make it so relatable. Like, it wasn't like, oh, this is a secret, I'm gonna be this way this time and hide what's going on in my life. No, it was all out there.
Yeah, he let you know.
Yeah. I think if we have more transparency in the game of the culture of hip hop and just in life in general, when people be more transparent. And I always say this, I know Razor probably can testify to this. I always say, yo, use your live your truth. When you live your truth, nobody can use it against you. People can make,
Yep.
if you keeping whatever you doing a secret, I can make fun of it all day and it'll bother you. But if I already
Yeah.
know and you don't care, it's not gonna bother you.
It's
You're
not
gonna look
about,
at me
yeah.
like, man,
Right.
I told you
Okay.
about
Yeah.
that.
All right.
I
Yeah.
can't use
Exactly.
it.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So you just gotta live your truth. You we're gonna close out by saying, you know, get at me, dog. One of my favorite songs, Rough Riders anthem, Slipping. Almost one of my most favorite songs from DMX is also Here We Go Again. When he was given the play-by-play of a young kid that he was mentoring in the game, and the kid was messing up, and he had to do what he had to do. And then
Yep.
and then on Grand Champion, I had a couple of songs off Grand Champion. That was the last album that X was still really impactful in hip hop. That I remember Grand Champion having a couple of hits on it that I listened to up until this day. So,
Every Christmas I listen to DMX version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
oh yeah,
That's one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
I was talking to my boy Herb about that the other day. We were
I
talking
love
about
it.
yeah, Herb's stupid. We were talking to him about that. And he was telling me that he remember before he met me, you remember, I guess it used to be a big thing in hip hop where the hip hop artists used to like do Christmas songs.
Huh.
Run DMC and Snoop Dogg and all those guys used to do
Yeah. Yeah.
Christmas
Yeah.
songs.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been a
Yeah.
while
Yeah.
since somebody
It
actually
was.
did one, and then DMX did that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
What's your favorite song from X Razor?
Yeah. I'm gonna say I'm slipping. I'm falling. I can't get up.
Yeah, Slipping, one of my
Back on
favorites.
that taste. Yo, yeah, I like that one. That's what I like. I like from X. But I mean, like you say, it got so much in the catalog
Mhm.
that you named off. Like every one you was naming off, I was like, yeah, I like that. Yeah, I
Right,
like
right.
that.
X
I like
synonymous,
that.
synonymous in rap.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
You
hard to
earned your
choose.
spot.
yeah.
You earned your spot, my brother. You are you are locked into the culture. You made an
Mhm.
impact on me, my friend's life. You made an impact on everyone in the culture. We appreciate you for everything that you did. Sorry that your life had to end this way. Sorry that you couldn't enjoy more of your life, or maybe you did enjoy more of your life.
Mhm.
I'm just assuming from the outside that you didn't enjoy as much of it as you would want to. I'm sorry that you didn't get to see your kids, all your kids grow up, and maybe they don't even realize what type of person that you are, or maybe they do. They got a chance to be around you numerous times and to grow. Some of them got a chance to grow with you. So just
Mhm.
send our condolences to the Simmons family. Send our condolences to everybody that's affected from the death of DMX. And I guess if X would be here one more time, he'll hit you with an X, gonna give it to you in a growl and a bark. So we're gonna say rest in peace to DMX.
Definitely.
It's the Anything Goes podcast. It's your boy Sean Peoples. If you like what we have going on, you like the movement, you like the vibes, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. You can get
And comment.
everything that we got going on. Drop a couple of comments. You don't even got to talk to us. You can talk to yourself in the comment section. And the words of DMX, get at
Let
me,
it-
dog. We out.
Let it fly.